Hello learners, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. In this video you will see the mass defect, the binding energy and the average binding energy, that is the binding energy per nucleon. So let us start with our topic, that is the mass defect. This is the difference between the sum of the masses of the neutrons and protons forming a nucleus and the mass of the nucleus. Okay, it means that in case of an atom, the central part is called the nucleus, and in this nucleus the proton as well as neutrons are present. So if I represent atom, that is suppose ZXA, that is for example if I consider the lithium atom, that is 3Li7, suppose let me take. So in this case you can see the value of Z is nothing but the proton number, that is the number of proton present in the lithium atom is 3. And what is the neutron number here? So this A represents the proton number as well as the neutron number. So if I subtract this A with the Z from the Z, then this will be equal to A minus Z will give you the neutron number. So A value is here 7 and this Z value is 3. So 7 minus 3, that will be equal to 4. This 4 is nothing but your neutron number. So if you will calculate the nucleons, that is the proton as well as the neutron, the sum of the proton and neutron, it combinedly called as the nucleons, or this is the mass number, this gives the mass number. It always be in the whole number form. Okay, but if you weight actually the nucleus of this nucleus, if you will weight actually, then that will gives the mass of the nucleus, which may be in the whole number or may not be in the whole number. Okay, so if you will take the difference between the two, that is the mass of the nucleus with the mass of the nucleus, this is the mass of the nucleons with the mass of the nucleus, then you will get delta M, that is your mass defect. Okay, so in a nucleus ZXA, that is the representation of an atom ZXA, where Z is the charge number or that is called the proton number, and here this A represents the mass number, and that is the sum of the number of protons and the number of neutrons present in an atom. So we can calculate the number of neutrons will be equal to A minus Z. Okay. Now let us suppose consider MP is the mass of the proton and Mn denote the mass of the neutron. This is your M small n, and this M capital N, it represents the mass of the nucleus. Then we can represent this ZXA, that is the nucleus, or this is the total atom representation. Okay, so we can write the mass defect will be equal to this delta M equal to Z into MP. Z means the number of protons available. So that is your Z into the mass of the proton MP plus the number of neutrons available, that is A minus Z into Mn, that is the mass of the neutron, whole into minus mass of the nucleus, that is Mn, capital N. Okay, so this gives rise to your delta M, that is the mass defect. Now let us see what is binding energy. So binding energy of a nucleus, it is the energy with which the nucleons, that is protons and neutrons, they are bound in the nucleus. Okay, so this basically the nucleus consists of proton and neutrons. So this is the energy with which the nucleons are bound in the nucleus are called the binding energy of the nucleus. It is measured by the work required to done to separate the nucleus an infinite distance apart from the nucleus so that they may not interact with each other. It means that suppose if I will consider a nucleus that is consisting of some protons, these are some protons, and there are some neutrons. Neutrons having no charge and protons having some charge plus, okay, positive charge. So the work required to be done to separate these nucleons, if I will separate the nucleons to an infinite distance so that the attraction, or we can say that they cannot interact with each other, we will separate these protons and neutrons, or it may be some proton if I will separate from these protons, so that their interaction will be 0. So that is called the binding energy. So the work is done, that is called as the binding energy of the nucleus. Again we can define the binding energy, it is the energy equivalent to the mass defect. We will calculate the binding energy is the energy equivalent to the mass defect. If we will consider this delta M is the notation for the mass defect, then according to the Einstein mass energy equivalence, so energy equal to mc square. you know energy can be written as, according to Einstein relation, E equal to mc square. So in place of the binding energy, if I write this energy in terms of the binding energy, then this will be simply equal to the mass defect, that is delta m, into the c square. So this is called mass defect because you can see here, mass defect, the name is given because the slightly change in the mass, because of the slightly change in the mass that causes the defect. That's why its name is mass defect. Okay, this is the difference between the sum of the masses of the neutrons and protons forming a nucleus to the mass of the nucleus. So now you can see here, this binding energy can be written as equal to, in place of delta m, if I will substitute this value, that is Zmp plus A minus Z into Mn minus Mn whole into c square, that is, from this relation we have substituted the value of delta m here into the c square. This will give your binding energy, okay, where c is the velocity of the light in vacuum. So this is the binding energy relation, that is delta m c square. Now we will see the unit of the binding energy. Okay, so first of all, see, the binding energy notation is delta m c square. So mass defect unit is kg, that is the kilogram, into c is the velocity, so meter per second. This is c square, so here meter per second whole square. So here this binding energy unit will be joule. The binding energy unit will be joule. Now if I consider this mass defect unit to be AMU, that is in terms of the atomic mass unit, then this will be AMU into c square. This mass defect will be AMU into the c square. In place of c square we will write, this is your, simply let it be right here c square. Now simply just remember one thing, if the mass defect that is delta m is given in terms of AMU, and you have to calculate the energy released or the binding energy of the nucleus, simply you have to multiply this delta m with the 931 MeV. It may be 931 or it may be 931.5 MeV. Both are correct. Okay. Simply you have to multiply delta m with the 931.5 MeV. That is, the condition is, if the delta m, that is the mass defect in terms of the AMU, is given, then the binding energy can be calculated as delta m into 931.5 MeV. Now you can see, if m is the mass of the atom, that is ZXA containing Z electrons each of mass Me, then we can write m of ZXA, that is mass of the atom, that will be equal to mass of the nucleus of ZXA plus Zme minus the binding energy of the electron divided by c square. But we have calculated the binding energy equal to delta m into c square, and the value of delta m is the Zmp plus A minus Zmn. This A minus Z is nothing but the number of neutrons present. So the number of neutrons into the mass of the neutron, here is the number of protons into the mass of the proton. So that will gives your total mass of the nucleus. So suppose if you will consider suppose the lithium atom, that is 3Li7. So in this case proton number are 3 and the neutron number is 4. So in a nucleus there will be 3 number of protons are here. There are 3 protons and there will be 4 neutrons are present. Okay. So for this case, if I will write the binding energy, suppose for the binding energy if I will write, or the mass defect, let me write it first. The mass defect if I will write, that is delta m will be equal to Zmp. So in place of Zmp, if I will directly write, Z means here see, Z means the number of protons, that will be 3. So 3 into the mass of the proton. So you have to multiply the mass of the proton, okay, plus the mass, the number of neutrons, that is n equal to 4 is here. So 4 into the mass of the neutron. So if I multiply these two and add, if I multiply 3 with the Mp plus 4 with the Mn, and if I will add this, then I will get the whole mass of the nucleus. Then I will have to subtract this from the mass of the nucleus. That is, if I will directly weight this total, that will gives your mass of the nucleus. Okay. If I will individually calculate, if I will individually take the mass of the proton and the mass of the neutrons like this, then that will gives the this will gives the mass of the nucleus, and this part as a whole it will gives the mass of the nucleus. So there will be a slightly difference between these two. Okay, if we will calculate the individual for the protons and individual for the neutrons mass, then the mass of the nucleus, this mass of the nucleus, it will be slightly differ from that of the mass of the nucleus if you will weight the total nucleus as a whole. So the slightly difference between the two, that will gives to the mass defect, that is the delta M. And if you multiply this with the C square, that will gives you binding energy. Okay. Now you see, this will be your ZMP, and if I will add ZME term here and I will subtract here ZME term, then this will be ZMP plus ZME plus A minus ZMN minus this will be, this M capital N represents the mass of the nucleus. Okay, small n is there for the neutron. I have written somewhere. So you will see small n for the neutrons and capital N for the nucleus. Okay, capital N for the nucleus. Okay, this is the difference between small n and the capital N. Now if I will add this MP with the ME and I will take common Z, then this will be Z into MP plus ME, plus this will be A minus Z into Mn, minus this will be, if I will take minus sign common, then this will be mass of the nucleus plus ZME whole into C square. Okay, I can also consider, since the hydrogen contains one electron and one proton, since hydrogen atom contains only one electron and one proton, so I can consider this mass of the proton plus mass of the electron, that is nothing but your mass of the hydrogen atom. So in place of this Mp plus Me, I will write Mh. So this will be Z into Mh plus A minus Z into Mn minus, in place of this Mn plus Zme, this is the M, that is the total atomic mass, that is, if you will see, so in case of an atom, the central part is your nucleus and the surrounding to the nucleus, the electrons are revolving. So the electrons are revolving around this nucleus. So this is my whole atom. If I will add, this is your, for the nucleus, this is your mass of the nucleus, that is capital N, and here Zme represents the total mass of the electron. Z is the number of protons, that is equal to the number of electrons present. If I will multiply this with the mass of the electron, suppose if you will consider one electron has mass suppose x, then another second electron having the mass x, then you have to add s plus x, then for the third electron again you have to add the masses. So simply, instead of doing this, I can, for the n number of electrons or for the z number of electrons, if one electron having mass Me, then for the z number of electrons, the mass will be simply z into Me. Okay. So now for the mass of the nucleus and for the total mass of the electrons, simply if I will add these two, that is Mn with the Zme, I will get the total mass of the atom. So I will write, this is your capital M, that is the atomic mass. Okay, so this is your atomic mass. The binding energy now can be written as ZMH plus A minus ZMN minus M whole into C square. Or again it can be written as, this is equal to A into Mn, this A into Mn minus Z into this Mn minus Mh minus capital M C square. Okay, it also can be written like this. Now for the hydrogen atom of mass Mh containing one electron, we can write this will be equal to Mp plus Me minus the binding energy of one electron divided by C square. Now we will discuss the average binding energy, or that is called as the binding energy per nucleon. Okay, it is the average energy required to remove a nucleon from the nucleus to infinite distance. Okay, so now if I will represent it in mathematical form, that is the binding energy for the nucleon will be equal to the binding energy divided by the total number of nucleons in the nucleus. Okay, nucleons means the number of protons plus the number of neutrons. So the binding energy per nucleons, so if there are p plus n number of nucleons are available, then this will be equal to binding energy divided by p plus n, or this is simply equal to A, that is the atomic mass. So this will be equal to binding energy divided by A, or that is equal to delta M C square divided by A, because you know binding energy will be equal to delta MC square. So this will be divided by A, and again This binding energy per nucleon also known as the binding fraction, and it is denoted as small f subscript b, that is the binding fraction. And it also can be written as, if I will write the value of delta m, that is Zmp plus a minus z into mn minus m, and this is whole into c square divided by a, that will gives your binding fraction. In some book you will find this a minus z will be written in the form of small n. So these are the same thing, that is the atomic mass minus the proton number will gives you neutron number. Okay. Now the binding fraction can also be written as Zmp plus, in place of a minus z I will write n, that is the number of neutrons present, into mn, that is the mass of the neutron, minus m whole into c square divided by. This is your binding fraction, or this is also known as the binding energy per nucleons. Okay. Let us solve one question. The question is given, calculate the mass defect and the binding energy per nucleon for a lithium nucleus taking its mass equal to 7.000000 AMU, and the mass of the proton is, that is 1.007825 AMU, and the mass of neutron, that is 1.008665 AMU. You have to remember this data. Sometimes the data may not be given. So this is your mass of the proton, and the mass of the neutron is given, and the whole mass is also given, that is 7 AMU. So now you have to first calculate the mass defect, that after we will calculate the binding energy, and then we will see the binding energy per nucleon. So now to calculate the mass defect, you have to calculate Zmp plus nmn minus m. So for this, in this lithium atom, that is 3Li7, the number of proton is 3, and this 7 minus 3 is your 4, that is the number of neutrons. So now if I will put this in this formula, then the mass defect delta m will be equal to Z means 3 into Mp plus N means N is equal to your 4. So 4 into Mn, this is your Z. Okay, minus this M. So here the value of Mp is given, mass of the proton, that is 1.007825. So simply I have to multiply this term here, and the mass of neutron is given 1.008665. So again I have to multiply this. Again the minus the mass of the total nucleus. So here it is given the mass is equal to this much. So now I have to subtract this. Then after calculation you will get, this will be in the AMU, that is 0.058135 AMU. This is the mass defect. Okay, that is Zmp plus nmn minus m. Now if you will calculate the total binding energy, I have already told you, if the mass defect will be in AMU, simply you have to multiply 931.5 MeV, so that the binding energy will be in the form of MeV, mega electron volt. Now you have to calculate the binding energy per nucleon. Okay, nucleon means 7. Nucleons means the sum of the proton number and neutron number. So now I have to simply divide this binding energy with the 7, because nucleon is nothing but the proton number plus neutron number, and that is nothing but your A. So simply dividing 54.153 with the 7, you will get 7.736 MeV per neutron. Okay, per nucleon. So in this way you can solve many questions on basing on the mass defect and the binding energy per nucleon, or the question may be asked like you have to calculate the binding energy. So just remember one thing, if the question is asked, that is the mass equivalent to 1 AMU, then that is equal to mass of the proton. Okay, this is equal to the mass of the proton. But if the question is the energy equivalent to mu, this is simply equal to 1.66 into 10 power minus 27 kg, that is your mass of the proton. And if the question is like energy equivalent to AMU, then simply you have to write that is equal to 931 MeV. Okay, this is simply 931 MeV, that is 1 AMU equal to, if the mass defect is in terms of the AMU, Then simply to calculate the binding energy, you have to multiply this, whatever be the value, suppose x AMU, then you have to multiply this x with the 931, or this will be 931.5. So this will be now in MeV. Okay, so the mass equivalent to AMU will be mass of the proton, and energy equivalent to AMU will be equal to 931 MeV. Okay, so this is the important one. So make it star mark. So this is all about your mass defect, binding energy, and the binding energy for nucleus, that is the average binding energy. This is all for today. Thank you.